Hey guys, I wanted to come to you guys face to face or as close as we can in the online world to kind of discuss just what the MCS is all about because I see more than half of you guys are opening up the emails. You're interested, you're excited, but there's some hesitation there. So I just wanted to come to friend, business owner to business owner, and just chat about what the heck the MCS is and why you might want to join. Okay. This program technically kicks off on Thursday, but we're actually going to be doing an exciting little intro. So if you sneak in on Friday, it won't be a big deal, which is really exciting as well. So a lot of people are asking me, what am I going to get out of this program? Like, first of all, what is the MCS? And like, why is it important for me? So to start with, the MCS, the MEO Cash Squad, is a group coaching program because I'm all about community. I fully believe that everybody needs their own community. And this is a great way to form that bond and build those connections with other MEOs and other small business owners. So the MEO Cash Squad all throughout 2021 has been basically just a community with live trainings. 2022, it's getting a huge upgrade. And so what you're going to get out of it is not only the trainings. So you're going to get that confidence in your business. You're going to get that understanding of the foundations and the building blocks of your business. You're going to know right off the bat after this is done, this 3-month program, you're really going to know, okay, I know what my business mission is. I know what I'm trying to accomplish. I know my business goals. I know my business values and where I stand. And then when opportunities or distractions approach you moving forward in your business, you're going to be able to say, is this an opportunity for growth? Or is this a distraction that's just going to take up my time and my energy, which we wouldn't want, right? That distraction can go away. This builds not only your self-confidence, but it's going to build the confidence that you have within your business as well, which I think is just so important. Earlier in 2021, I'll be vulnerable, I'll be honest, I was nominated for an award. And this friend who was nominating me texted me out of the blue and was like, hey, I'm nominating you for this amazing award. I think you'd be perfect for it, but it's asking for your mission statement and I don't see it on your website. What the heck is your mission statement? And guys, I'm so embarrassed to say that I didn't have one. I was like, I'm a small business owner. I didn't even think I needed a mission statement. Like, how silly of me to think that. But through polling other clients, I know that I'm not alone in this. And many of you guys don't have the foundational statement that determines your entire business existence. There's a reason that you started your business. There's a reason that mission statements are a thing, and they're not just for big companies. So we're going to be talking about that. In conjunction to that, you're going to be able to completely create or define your business idea. So if you have a business idea, maybe you haven't started it yet, or maybe you just started it and you're like, now what? I only have like one product or one service, or I only have this idea that I want to help these type of people. I'm not really sure how to do that or where I want to go, or okay, I want to monetize my podcast, anything like that. It can be really, you feel that sigh. it can fill you with anxiety. It can be really like staring at this giant mountain instead of this anthill, trying to work around it because it can be anxiety inducing. It's a kind of a big deal. And so there's a lot of pieces and we don't always have all the answers and we don't always know, okay, how do I go from where I am now to where I want to be? That seems really hard or it seems really unknown and I'm just not sure what the next step is. So you're going to get that out of this program. I'm literally walking you through exactly what you need, asking you the questions that you need to be asked so that your business is successful and sustainable, which is important. I don't want you guys having 1,000 months and then $0 months or 50 sales and then 0 sales. Like we don't want that. We don't need that. So if we can grow use in a sustainable foundational building block format It means that as you grow, it will be sustainable and it will continue. This is income that you can actually rely on. This is growth that you can actually rely on. This is strategies for social media, for networking, for your business, for a future podcast or blog that you can actually rely on and know that the growth will come over time with consistency. So, this program is really good for those who are trying to create or define your business idea, solidify that first offering. If maybe you're going through a rebrand and you're like, hey, I've been doing this for 3 years, I don't like it, I want to do this instead, we can work on it together. And the other group that this would be really good for is if you've been in business for a little bit, but nothing seems to be working. If you've considered getting man, I hated this because I felt this last year in 2021. I felt this where, okay, I've decided I'm going to do entrepreneurship full time. And then you have that moment where you're like, man, maybe I wasn't ready. Maybe this is too soon. Maybe I should get another job. Maybe I should get a corporate job or a quote unquote real job, right? Like we all have that thought of like, so if that's where you're at, then this program is for you because this is going to build you over 3 months and get you at least one solid offering that's going to bring in sustainable income that is continuous, that is dependable, all of that. So this program is for you if you fit any of those requirements, okay? Or categories, not requirements. So this is only a 3-month program. There's a part 2 that will come afterwards, but the commitment that you'd be signing up for is only 3 months. So it's not a lot of time. The cool thing though is that you can work at your own pace within that. We're going to have a portal with all the videos from past trainings, from past guests, everything. They're all labeled. And so you're going to be able to access those at any point in time. You also get multiple live trainings throughout the month, one a week, and every week, you're also going to get open coaching or open office hours where I'll be on Zoom. You can pop in and you can chat or just work quietly if that's what you want to do and listen into others' questions. So this is going to be monumental. These trainings are going to be Tuesdays and Thursdays starting, I'm checking my calendar, starting on the 11th. So starting on the 11th, Tuesdays and Thursdays will be the live training, and then open office hours will be then too on Thursdays. If you can't make it, that's okay. You can submit your questions or submit anything for feedback. If you've been working on something, like maybe you've been working on your website and you want me to provide feedback during the open office hours, if you're not going to be able to make it, that's okay. You can submit it early and then I have time to actually look at it and I can provide feedback and then you can watch the replay in your own time. So there's no reason to not sign up just because you have a full-time job or just because you're not going to be able to make the live recordings or the live videos, because there will be an option for you to watch the replay and to submit for feedback if needed. So that's not a barrier, and that's not a barrier on purpose, because I genuinely want you to be able to access this program, especially if you have not quit your 9-to-5 yet. So the other really cool thing that I'm doing for this quarter that I have never done before, which is in part why there is an increase in price, which we'll get to the investment at the end, I'm including a 90-minute intensive. In the past, a lot of you who have done the MCS have done the group and then said, okay, I think I need to sit down with you and figure out how this actually works for my business, because I'm taking all the notes and I'm really inspired, but I just need to formulate a plan. The great news is that starting this quarter, 2022, you can actually have a 90-minute intensive, a one-on-one with me, and that's included in the program. So typically a 90-minute intensive is over $200. And so it's just going to be included in this cost. So That's the beautiful thing about this program this year that has not been offered before. That, and then, of course, the online portal with all the videos categorized and organized for you. That has never been a thing in the MCS before. And now you get access. So, any previous training that we've had will eventually be in this. And we're going to slowly start uploading so as not to like overwhelm you, because there's been so many programs in 2021, so many trainings, so many guests, and all of that, which is really exciting, but again, overwhelming. So you'll slowly start to see those every week, more and more and more added. You don't have to do all of the trainings. You can pick and choose. That's why they're going to be organized and categorized. So if you want to learn more about networking, there's a whole section for that. If you want to learn more about social media, there's a whole section for that. If you want to learn more about whatever, that's not actually part of the strict regimented program that we have of the fundamentals. If it's in there, you can watch it or not if you're not interested in that. You don't have to watch the blogger videos or the podcast videos if that's not what you're interested in learning about. So the cool thing is that those videos are there for the length of the program for you to enjoy and for you to kind of peruse and figure out what would be best for you. And that's, again, included in the cost. So you do get that 90-minute intensive with me to actually go through it. You can cash that in at any point in time. If you want to be like, I need one in January, like hook me up. If you're like, I want one in the middle, or if you want one at the very end after you've done all the trainings and you've got all these notes and you just want to kind of figure out how that applies to you, we can do that too. So you can cash it in at any point in time. We actually already had an MCSer cash hers in already. So it's very fluid. And I'm doing that on purpose because everybody's schedule is different. And maybe March is super busy for you. Maybe you're going to be going through a deployment or another TDY, or maybe something else is wreaking havoc on your business. And so I don't want there to be any boundaries for you. This life, military life, needs to be flexible and is constantly changing. And you need a program that reflects that, which is why this is structured the way that it is. So that's kind of what you get. Now in January, we're talking about the foundational building block principles of your business. This is your big idea, your why, as some people overuse the phrase, but this is your big idea, your passion. We're also diving into your ideal client, and I actually have a workbook for you on that. Your new identity as an MEO, what that means and how to embrace it, how to disregard the unsolicited advice and all that, and also how to properly do market research on your competitors so that you're not trying to, look at them and, feel bad about yourself. There's no comparison trap there. It's strict. This is how you do real market research. And this is how I do it. This is how I train my clients to do it. So you're going to get all of that just in January alone. In February, we're really talking about your messaging. This is like your big mission, like your big message, like your mission statement, your business values, your website designs and audits, social media strategy, your bio, like your bio when you do a collaboration versus on your website, and your story graph, which really helped me solidify who I was and who I was helping and where I was going. And then in March, we're talking about your signature offer. Now, I'm going to be talking at it from the perspective of this is your first or your biggest offering. And this could be a product. It could be like your main product, like maybe you do t-shirts. This could also be how you promote your very first program or anything like that. So this is not specific to service or product-based businesses. And what we're talking about is pricing said offer, promoting it, the client journey, and business decision-making processes. And so you get all of that. All of that comes with this program. So it's definitely worth it. My business coach and I have been talking about increasing my prices for a while. And I'll be honest, it's always scary raising your prices. It's always like, oh my gosh, what if nobody purchases, or what if nobody sees the value in this? But I promise you, the value is more than there. Every single quarter, I do a survey with the MCSers and I say, okay, Was the program worth it? Would you recommend it to somebody else? Did you get what you wanted out of it? 9 times out of 10, it is always, you over exceeded my expectations. And 10 out of 10, everybody says that they would recommend it to a friend, that it was well worth the cost, and that a lot of people actually felt overwhelmed by the amount of knowledge that they got out of it, that they learned a lot more than what they came to the program for, which means I'm doing my job, but I needed to structure it a little bit better, which is why we're doing the online video portal, so you don't have to feel like you're missing anything. So that's what you're going to get out of the program. 2021 versus 2022, I kind of already touched upon that, but basically in 2021, it was really my guinea pig year. I did 4 rounds because there are 4 quarters. So I did 4 rounds. And if you were part of MCS in quarter 1 or quarter 2, things have drastically changed. If you've been part of quarter 3 or quarter 4, then you kind of know the flow that we're in now. It's going to be very similar to that. You're just going to have access to a platform that fills those videos in for you so that you know where they are and so that you can find them again later. Kayla, who is the team member for New Altitudes, is also going to be in the group, making sure that you're tagged in videos if you miss them. Make sure that I am on top of answering your questions. She's also sending recap emails once a week to let you know direct links to said videos so that you can go back and watch them again, what we talked about, key points, things to look forward to, other things going on in the community, and things like that. So all of that is happening, which was kind of happening in quarter 4 if you were part of the MCS in quarter 4, but it's just 1,000 times better because Kayla is amazing. So the MCS did not have a 90-minute intensive attached, so that was a separate payment in 2021, and it is now included, and you did not have the video portal that you have now. So lots of amazing upgrades, nothing downgraded, and I have decided, instead of making this a secondary offering, the MCS is my main offering. It is my main thing. This is what I love to do the most, even more than one-on-ones. And I love one-on-ones, but I love being able to be in the community with you guys. So what's the investment? You do get 2 options. So in the past, it was always just everybody was put on the payment plan, but a lot of people were saying, hey, if I'm on this payment, if I don't do the payment plan, if I just pay early, can I get a discount? So we decided to do that this time around just to play it out and see if you guys enjoyed it. And so far you guys do. So you can pay the full cost of the program up front, which is $449. Or you can pay month to month and it's $157. So it is a little bit of a savings. To put that into perspective, the $449 for the program, that is the exact amount that 2 one-on-one 90-minute coaching sessions are. And since coaching sessions are generally every 6 weeks, you end up, it's the same cost, you just get more bang for your buck if you join the group program. Now, if community learning is not for you, that's totally fine. We can still do one-on-ones. That is fine. There is no worry there as far as like, oh my gosh, like what do I need to do? Like, don't worry. If you're in the MCS and you decide, maybe you do a session at the beginning and you're like, you know what, I want another one, there's a discount for that because you're part of the MCS. So it's actually more feasible. It is cheaper if you do the MCS and you decide you want 2 one-on-ones. So that is the investment. It's $449 for the entire program if you pay up front, or $157 if you pay it each month. Okay. All right, I hope this helped answer your guys' questions. I hope you guys understand the passion behind this project and this program and for your business potentially. Or maybe you listen to this and you were like, you know what, this program is not for me. And that's okay too. That is the whole point. But I do know that more than half of you guys have clicked on every single email, which is a lot. I've been sending out a lot of emails. I'm getting hopefully better at those. And so there's an interest, there's a question mark there for you guys. And so hopefully this cleared that up, and hopefully it was a personal touch, because that's honestly what I want out of this, is that personal, genuine connection with each and every one of you. All right, guys, have a great rest of your night.